Good afternoon. I just wanted to show another deck. Usually I don't on the weekend, but it's kind of raining out there a little bit, thinking about it, drizzling. So I wanted to I'll just kill some time and show a deck, I thought. And excuse the words, but I guess bastard isn't a bad word, right? There's a legitimate definition for bastard. But this is the deck of the bastard, which I guess is a reference, as we'll read here in a second. Hopefully you can see that on the card. Let's try to zoom in more on it, so maybe you can pause and read. But I will read it here in a second. There we go. I can read it off the computer screen. A compilation of several old decks, including Rider-Waite, Sopafino, Diatella, and Grand Jeu de Oracles des Dames. Good grief. And even further back, because many of those images were pulled from older decks, such as Solabusca, the 25th C, Shindashok, Weltronic, not even tarot illustrations at all, but biblical. As such, most decks we know today are bastardizations, such as this, meaning such as this deck, I guess. So let me zoom out and then I'll show you the cards. Probably about there, I guess. This is it came in a little white tuck box, and it comes from Make Playing Cards. Now that I'm very familiar with them, they're close by, which when I ordered it said like 2 weeks, but it came in a couple days, so I think it's just because I live near the place, or their place where they send them out, because it doesn't come directly from tarotbyseven. It came directly from Make Playing Cards. She has an Etsy shop, so somehow that works. I don't know how that works, but that's the back. Let's zoom in on the back, because I kind of like the back. It's got a spider on it. I think you can have a choice of backs, maybe. I don't remember, but I think that's pretty cool looking. Let's see without the lights. That's just mostly sunlight and one other light. I think that looks the most like it does in person, so I'm going to go with that. Let's zoom back out. Sorry for all the zooming. Not very planned as usual. I will link to a better video of this by a channel called My Life and Tarot, Tarot and My Life. I forget. But I'll link to it. I can't remember the name exactly, but she's far more thorough than I'm going to be. That's for sure. And there is this extra card, also another extra card in there, which kind of has like a quick word for each of the cards. Or the cards in the suits, the 4 suits: wands, swords, cups, coins, but not the major arcana. That's interesting. Okay, and what I did here, as you'll see in her video, she mentions that these are bastardized from other decks, mostly the Rider-Waite-Smith, I think, but also from the Attila deck, the Book of Thoth. This is the one that I have. So I kind of overlaid cards where they match up, so you can see where they came from. I think one that I found came from the ancient Italian tarot. So that's 2 Lo Scarabeo decks. And then the rest of them, and I'll just use this one as a reference, the Pam's Vintage Tarot. As you'll see here, a reason why I picked this in a second, other than I like it. And, you know, all Rider-Waite-Smith are about the same. But you can see that I overlaid, and I could not find 3 of the cards to do that with. Sorry, they're moving around. These 3, the Empress, Emperor, and the Hanged Man, I could not find matches in the Attila deck. But anyway, here's the Bastard right here, and here's the Attila, where the image is pretty obviously coming from. So let's put that off to the side, and then what I will do after you look at is pick up each one of these, and you can see she does a much better job of this in her video, so be sure to watch that. I'll just pick them off and kind of put them beside momentarily so you can see. Don't have it. This is the one from the ancient Italian tarot, which does match up. And the deck she shows in her video, and another one I watched, the cards have changed. So I guess, like a lot of these things, they're coming out with different editions and stuff. And by the way, this one's expensive. This, I think, with the shipping, over $70. And knowing what I know now from Make Playing cards, this person's making about $40 off of each deck or so. Maybe 35. Well, I don't know. I'm paying the shipping. And the shipping's more than what I paid to get my deck, so I think they're making 40 or more off of this, which is fine, except for this being older images. It's not original artwork. I'm guessing Photoshop was used to do most of this. So that was the Lovers, strange Lovers image. Well, not so strange. Here's the Chariot. Notice the Chariot just got flipped horizontally. It's a little weird. Here's the Strength card, which is Force, and the Thoth, or Thoth, or however you say it. And here's the Hermit. I think there's subtle changes, but I can't find a lot that would make this, you know, so much better or something like that. Wheel of Fortune. I do like it though, because they're all together at once in one deck. Here's the Justice. Nothing for the Hanged Man. Here's our old friend Death dancing around. Here's Temperance. Prudence. Strangely, oddly, that one has wings. Way to go, Temperance. Here is the Devil, I guess. Diable. Yep. Sometimes the staining's a bit forced, but that's okay. Here's the Tower. Tower got a little fuzzy. Or is it me? I guess it's me, because these have a linen. That probably doesn't show up on the microphone, huh? But you can feel it, detect it. They're a nice size. They're good cards. Make Playing Cards has good cards. Stock. Here's a star. That's interesting. And they added a star. Otherwise, and she gained a few pounds, maybe 8 pounds, maybe more. That's interesting. Here's the Moon. Don't see any changes there. Here's the Sun. Don't see any changes there. Here's the Judgment, or sometimes the Last Judgment. And here's the world. I'm saying some hip gain, some weight in the hip increased, or upper thighs perhaps. Poor dude or dudette, hard to tell. Okay, so let's bring in our first suit. Try to line these suckers up just so you can see. First, I think I need something to hide the top row. Sorry. Poor planning again. Let's try. Oh no. You gotta be kidding me. I pinned that under there. No wonder it's not level. I use these quality Walmart washcloths. Is it in there? Could I zoom in perhaps? Just a little bit. I don't want to get too near the top because I noticed it gets cut off out in the living room on the TV. Not that I spend that much time watching mine. You see most of these, that's like Solabuska maybe, but the rest of these are like typical Rider-Waite Smiths. So here's the page, pretty much the same, right? Here's the Knight of Wands, pretty much the same. Batons in this case, and pretty much the same. And the King, kind of different colorations. Okay, here comes the next suit, which is the Swords. Oh, slipping and slide. Slipping and slide. I'm not sure. I got some extra heaping of stainage. And this guy got flipped and changed, or I'm matching him up with the wrong dude. That's probably what I'm doing. This is nothing like that. Here's the Queen of Swords. Pretty much the same. And the King of Swords. Kind of looks like the White King. Okay. Here comes the next suit, which is the Cups. Double check the screen over there, buddy. Okay. Let's look at the Cups. You know, Solabuska probably. Typical Rider-Waite. Here's the Page of Cups. Not much change. Here's the Knight of Cups. These knights don't seem to match up with anything. I'm not sure what's going on with the heads. I guess the artist is just having some fun. The Queen of Cups, pretty much. And the King of Cups, which looks like a queen of. That's okay. And the last suit, I'm probably not going fast enough by far, is the Pentacles or coins, I guess they're calling it here. So I'll get these out of the way and get back to them in a second, because this is a bit of a flaw in the deck. Because I wanted no titles, no numbers, but there's the number right there in the archway. And it takes a little extra work to get rid of it. This is the deck that I made, the lame one from Drive-Thru Cars, but it illustrates the point in that you got to do something, you know, you got to go at it and get that Roman numeral out of there. And I did it, so she could have done it, or whoever does this. And then in the Pam's Vintage Tarot, this person also did it, because it's gone, as you can see. And it doesn't take that much, a little effort, but that would be one complaint or a flaw. Hopefully in the future they will get to that, since they can obviously do things in Photoshop or whatever they're using. Here's the Page of Coins, or Pentacles. kind of matches, different colors. Here's the Knight of Coins. I think for once the Knight actually matches up, different colors. And here is the Queen of Coins. And here is the King of Coins. So I do like it. I just, that'd be my only complaint, really, is one, the price, and two, that's got the Roman numeral 3 on the 3 of Pentacles, 3 of Coins. Other than that, I like the deck. That's nice. So I'll put back in the lead cards, maybe put it on top of the box or something like that. Make it stand up a little. So with that, I will say way too long. With that, I will say peace and have a great weekend.